What's the story of the magical girl who would never give up?
It's the story of a little girl that since she's born understood that she had something important to do in her life, which means an entire life that you have to believe in yourself and never give up to understand who I was and who I am. So I found a way to be me, be happy, and try to make people happy. Never give up.
Yeah. You also started practicing Buddhism. So, what was your experience like as you got into Buddhism?
I was thinking that the life was against to me, not for me. I started to say, people doesn't like me, or I don't know, the universe doesn't like me, or God doesn't like me. You know, you start to think. You think every day because you're not spiritually speaking open enough to understand that life is just teaching you. You start to really dive in your life in completely different way. You don't feel a victim anymore, but you feel blessed.
Why music is so important to you?
The music, because that's I understood it was my better channel. I express the emotion that can impact people in many levels, in many ways, in many channels. Music is super powerful.
This episode is brought to you by Corporate Influence Media.
Welcome to the show, Numa.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to see you and meet you finally.
Yeah, so happy to see you, and I'm really curious to know about your story. For those who haven't met you yet, what's the story of the magical girl who would never give up?
It's the story of a little girl that since she's born understood that she had something important to do in her life. You know, when you feel like a call, you feel to be very different from the others, but not because you feel better, but because you feel just different. And so it's an entire life of never give up, which means an entire life that you have to believe in yourself, try to be aware by your inner dialogue, your inner mission, discover who you really are, how you can do best and better for yourself and for the others, how can you impact the world and leave something behind you, and the matter for make this place better for yourself and for everybody. And so, yes, it's a story of a girl that had a lot of obstacle in in very beginning, because I had a father really difficult, that which kind of abandoned me immediately since I was born, and was quite tough on me for the first part of my life, just the first part of my life, because then the story changed completely and become a beautiful story. In the beginning, it was a tough story, which means that this father wasn't good enough, you're not able to do this, you will never succeed, I don't like you like that, the way you look like that, and was never there when I needed him. And then I started to have a lot of problems in school, because, you know, the kids find me different and strange, you know, and because I was already so communicative, I was already so focused on to do something that was giving I mean, once again, a sign of my presence in the world. I was singing, dancing, talking, embracing my life, embracing people. And then I start to have a lot of problems also with dating a kind of some boyfriend or someone when you start to grow up, because because kids start to look at me like an UFO, you're like an alien. It's like, I don't want to date you, you're a strange girl. I'm not sure that I can deal with you. So I was very lonely. And on and on and on and on. We can talk. I mean, if you want, we even can go more inside of these things, but not to tell a sad story, to tell a beautiful story, because from this obstacle, I never give up to understand who I was and who I am, and what good I could do with all this obstacle. How can I could shift and turn to do something with this challenges of my life that I was getting all the time. And so I learned to be strong. I learned to be resilient. I learned to be compassionate, empathic. I learned to be positive. I learned to take the challenge and turn in my favor, which means that, okay, what can I do? What I can learn from this? What good I can do with this? And so start to meet more people, understand people, and try to connect with people in different way, in different levels. And so the music exploded. So I found my way, was the music, was the communication, was the TV, was the public speaking. So I found a way to be me, be happy, and try to make people happy. Never give up.
Yeah. This is beautiful. And you also started practicing Buddhism. It resonates with me because at one point in my life, I also was practicing Buddhism, and it's actually taught me a lot of stuff that about spirituality. And from there, my real spirituality, that journey started. So, what was your experience like as you got into Buddhism?
Exactly like yours, it sounds like. Because in the very beginning, because I was so challenged, by all these
Yeah,
obstacles and find my place in this world, and how to also be creative, how to be accepted with my messages and my creativity. It was not easy. I was thinking that the life was against to me and not for me. I started to
mm,
say, people doesn't like me, or I don't know, the universe doesn't like me, or God doesn't like me. You start to
mm.
think. You
Yeah,
start
yeah,
to think through every day, because you're not spiritually speaking open enough to understand that life is just teaching you, is talking
yes,
to you, and life loves you, and the universe loves you, and there is a precise law in the universe which says that if you do, you receive well, and if you don't do good, you don't get punished, but you get lessons
yeah,
to learn how to improve what you're not doing very well. So nothing against you, everything's for you. And also Buddhism help you to understand that the judgment, stay always focus on what the people they don't do well is not a
yeah,
right things to do, because your energy just go away from your field. So you just get distracted to say, oh, that guy doesn't like that. But she did that. I said that. I don't like how she talks. I don't like how she dressed. And so you're completely distracted by your inner energy field. And
yeah,
so the Buddhism teach you that you have to stay in yourself, not as a selfish person, as a selfish human being, but as a person that pay attention, or herself, because
yes,
you want to improve, because the only things that you can do, the only way to change the world, to change yourself, is just do it by yourself. Nobody, you
yeah,
cannot expect that someone else do it for you. Okay, that's the
exactly.
point. So the Buddhists tell you is your responsibility. Leave it. Don't lose time to try to change the other people. Change it's you. So that takes energy, focus,
Yes,
takes time to look into yourself and say, okay, what I can do better, in which way I can overcome my sabotage, my inner dialogue that maybe let me down or tell me lies like I'm not good enough, I'm not worth enough, I would never succeed, or I'm too busy, or it's too difficult, and this is just a sabotage. It's not true, because once you get in a state of kind of peace, or you know what, or release at least, or trust, even if everything is really falling apart, even better, because so your rationality cannot do nothing, because everything is bigger than you. So perfecto, because it
yeah.
means that you cannot use your rationality and your brain to fix things, so you just can surrender
Surrender. Yeah, I love
surrender,
that.
surrender, and you can say, okay, life, I trust you, universe, I trust you. I mean, I know that there is a love, that I'm a love, and I am embraced by love, and even if everything's around me seems to falling apart, and there's a lot of
Yes,
pain, a lot of terrible things going on in this world, I connect myself on the good, on the heart of this world, on the heart of this life, on the heart of people, on the heart of the universe. I connect myself, and I really surrender to the best for me, that guide me and bring me my best version of me, and guide me to do the best things in the world, that for me, for the other people. And you
yeah,
start to see that the life start to whisper you, and things happen to your life, and coincidence, which doesn't exist, a coincidence, because everything is, is like a perfect puzzle, start to link,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah. Is you start to see, and see things that happen to you, say, and you meet the right person, and something change, and you have an opportunity, and one door that was closed gets open to you.
open.
You
Yeah,
start to understand that life is an intelligence force,
yes,
and when you are connected with this intelligent force, which is within you, around you, you start to really dive in your life in completely
mm,
different way. You don't feel a
yeah,
victim anymore, but you
yeah,
feel a
yeah,
blessed
exactly.
human being. And then
Yeah.
you have to just to learn to listen.
Yeah, that's the only thing. When we learn to listen, then we can listen. Otherwise, people like lots of noise, so much of noises going on in our minds that we don't understand. We don't hear that voice of wisdom or intuition. We don't know what's going on. And we always feel like we are victimized and we never understand that we are being loved by the universe. always being sent, like, nice people, nice opportunities, nice things, sometimes in the form of difficult people, difficult situations, but
Of course,
everything is happening for our
a
own good.
reason.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we should say that to the audience that listen to us. It's talking a person that really had a lot of odds in their life. It's not talking a person that everything was easy. So you can talk like this because, life is good, everything's fine, ha ha
Yeah.
ha.
Yeah.
Or maybe I live in denial, like to say, I
Yes.
deny that it's tough. I deny that there is horrible things going on outside this world. No, 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 no. Inside this world and outside my, my bubble. I don't live in a bubble at
Yeah.
all. I am exactly in the middle of the field, in the middle of the life, in the middle of the people, because I am a singer and I'm a songwriter and I am an artist and I'm in the middle of the crowd or the audience. We're talking about 1,000 million people sometimes when it's a
Uh,
TV show or when I do concert or when I travel or when I do give my speech. So believe me, I am in the life. I'm not
yeah.
in the bubble or outside, on my throne and looking, what's going on downstairs. Now, there's not. But the more I go in the deep, more I trust the process, more I embrace the difficulty, more I embrace the people that maybe suffer, and I listen my heart and I listen my own my inner advices. I just say I try to silence the noise in my brain that sometimes, of course, sometimes it's very loud. Sometimes blah
Yeah.
blah blah to me too. But I learned how to put it quiet because there are a lot of mantras. For example, you start to make a no. You can do also Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo.
Yeah.
You can pick the mantra that suit for you, and so you have to calm down the waves of your brain and your heart beating, and then you have to start to listen what really, really your inner child, your soul,
Yeah.
connection, your guide spirit, your angel, your God, whatever it is you want to call it, is your connection. It's okay. It's okay. But you have
Yeah.
to listen because there is the answer, there is the help
That is
for
the
you.
answer.
And there is
Absolutely.
the help for you. I can promise you.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Numa, any art is a form of expression. And when we have seen a tough childhood, there's a lot inside of us that needs to be processed and expressed in a way that impacts the world, the way you are doing it through music. Now, my question to you is why music and why not dancing, painting, or anything else? Why music is so important to you?
My assistant. Music, because that's I understood it was my better channel, you mean my best channel, the channeling, because when I was a little girl, I was already, it's not just music, in fact, to be honest to you. What I what I understood immediately, I was 5 years old, 4 years old, there was the communication, and the how to communicate emotion, how to communicate a message, how to communicate empathy, how can you communicate the vibration. So, and it was a lot of ways because in the beginning I was a dancer too. So the body was something that was giving, no, expressing on the emotion, but then the words, then the
Yeah.
lyrics on song, on the poetry, because I was doing a lot of this stuff. I'm still really polyedric, I am an actress too. I express the emotion that can impact people in many level, in many ways, in many, many, many channels. Music is super powerful.
Hmm.
And I do pop music, but pay attention. Pop music means popular. We mean people for everybody. It's okay.
Yeah.
It has to be a niche. Has to be for everybody. But don't misunderstand. To be light, to be positive, by be shallow. Be shallow is another thing. We're not shallow. We try to be light. We try to be happy. We try to be gentle. We try to get in your heart, in your mind, and in the right way. I mean, in a gentle way.
Yeah.
The music is an hypnosis. People have to understand that. So it goes in your subconscious, so in a subtle way. If you don't realize that, you listen in the wrong lyrics or the wrong music, your life can be extremely, extremely badly affected. But
Yeah.
seriously speaking, people doesn't understand that. So people sometimes listen this music super loud with people screaming, shouting,
Hmm.
anger, and aggressive, swearing, and people think because this is the social hypnosis, this is the mistake it's a social mistake, it's social bubble lie. People
Yeah.
think that just no, it's just because first of all, I like it, it give me energy.
Hmm.
The most terrible energy you can ever get. You become aggressive, you become angry, you become tired. your immune system shut down, you can get disease. To me, you have no idea how the music can work on your body and your mind if you listen to the wrong music. Even if you feel like that's adrenaline. Ah, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Yeah. Like, adrenaline, if you use it in the wrong way, shut down your system. It's not the chemical, the love, of the healing, or the repairing. It's a totally different chemical. It's not oxytocin. Oxytocin is not the chemical. So you just go on the internet. We are, thanks God, in an age that you can read everything. So what I'm saying, just you open Google and find out what you're doing to your body, to your brain when you listen to this kind of music. Then what happened? Most of the time, people listen music and it's distracted. Like, it's a background. Okay, I don't even listen. I don't even
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
La 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 behind me. That's exactly the way in hypnosis, to get in your deep on the subconscious. Because when your mind is distracted, so your barrier, your protection are not activated, everything just go boom, inside
Mm.
inside inside your brain, inside your cells. So even in your background, there is a I'm sad, I'm gonna die, and my love will love me, abandon me, and I don't know, I'll come
Yeah. It's still going
back.
to your subconscious mind.
This is going a
Yeah.
direct. You don't even listen it because you are
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
sure you're washing your dish. You don't know you're doing something else. Your brain just recording. Life sucks. Everything's going in pear shape. Your best friend isn't.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
And you
100%.
start to feel weak and sad, then you start to be
Yeah.
strange, or you have a headache, or you're not in a good mood anymore, or you go to your best friend and you fight with him, you know why? Because you've been hypnotized by the
Yeah.
wrong messages and we didn't understand how music works. So that's why you have to choose empowerment music, empowerment words all the time, because if you think, is another great mistake. The people think that if I hear someone else that complains or is desperate or is torn apart or is means that I'm not lonely anymore. I'm not alone
Yes.
anymore. But someone's like me, and we think that join ourselves in the pain and the sufferings and the terrible experience that make us feel less lonely.
Yeah. It doubles the energy of that disempowerment. Yeah.
Just empower the desperation. Doesn't heal
Yes.
you, doesn't heal and recover the other person whatsoever. What you have to do is connect yourself with someone that tells you that you're gonna make it, or someone that proved that it made it, because it's full of people that, sorry, like me also, not that telling you, look, I overcome this and this and this and this, poverty, depression, obesity, and I overcome everything in my life. So you have to connect with this energy. I say, take it. I mean, use it. Empower your heart, your hope, or your feelings, or your mind, and then you can go back to another person. Eventually, there's not feeling well, and telling, hey,
Yeah.
hey, brother, hey, sister, let's do it this way. Let's listen this song. Let's listen this guidance. This person. Let's read this book. Let's dance this kind of music that tell me, yes, I got a feeling inside my bone. Like, Justin Timberlake was singing, I just want to dance, dance. And then you start to really feel, I
Yeah.
don't know, you start to feel alive, and you give the right chemical, because it's chemical. It's
Yes.
not just mumbo jumbo, guys. It's chemical. It's real. It's blood and flesh, what we're talking about. And your body, your cells working well, they empower, they become stronger. So your immune systems raise up and blah, 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 blah. So
Yeah.
if you ask me why music,
That's
that's
why
why
music.
music. Because music is an entire immense, super powerful, huge tool. You
Yeah.
can you can stop wars. You can change life, people. You can really do the brotherhood. You can do charity. You can do happiness. You can do joy. You can do small and huge things with music.
Yeah, yeah. And I love that the way you have explained it so beautifully, that music has power because lyrics have words and which have power. And then the like energy of the music also, because if the lyrics are negative, then music will also accompany that and, will be spread like that. So yes, it's very interesting that music can be a very important element into your day-to-day motivation, inspiration, your belief system, everything. Like we can pick up a lot from that. And now we can
He's
choose
studied
it.
Joe
It's
Dispenza.
yeah,
So you ever
yeah,
heard Joe Dispenza? Joe
yeah,
Dispenza
yeah, of course. I love him. Yeah.
whatsoever is my
Yeah.
greatest teacher of Joe Dispenza. Explain you so well that if a concept, in which means a lyrics, an idea, a thought that comes from your subconscious or can be delivered by the music itself, it's a vehicle, you say convey by
Convey.
emotion, by a strong emotion, which the same music give it to you because the music also give you the
Yeah.
emotion or the vibration. So that thought, that message, that concept becomes super powerful because it's conveyed by the emotion,
Yeah.
which means become powerful and can penetrate you and can affect you really,
Mm.
really deeply because the
Yeah.
thought, so the message, the concept, when it's conveyed by the emotion, that is the signature. That is the track. Is the laser that goes inside you. You have no idea how
Yeah.
much it goes deep inside you because there's not
Yeah.
just the concept, but there's also the emotion that combined
Emotion.
together,
Yeah.
they penetrate any barrier. That's why you need to be very aware about what are you allowed to penetrate you. You know what I mean? To allow to go
Yeah. Yeah.
affect go inside you. It's a physical. It's a something that you can read and it's just it's medical. It's real. It's not just an idea. Go to
Yeah.
read internet, see what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, I understand that. Most people see music as a way of enjoyment, like entertainment. But then it can be so much more, just
Fair
not
enough. Like listen
entertainment.
anyway
Yeah,
they do
yeah,
want. You know, even in my
yeah.
case, I tell you, I do a lot of different kind of music. For example, what I do some like now that I just released a single that is really happy and light. You know what I mean? Sounds like very
Hmm.
light because sometimes I really deliver important, strong messages. Like I did a song called "Stronger" that was a woman that really was fighting for a change, a power, a shift, reborn from the ashes. So it was a proper message, stronger. I did Never Give Up. But then, for example, now I did a song in Spanish, it was called Tu Me Vuelves Loca. Tu Me Vuelves Loca.
Hmm.
Because if you see the video, it's sexy, it's
Yeah.
happy, it's colorful, it's light. But I did it for a specific reason, because there was a message behind, really precise. Using something very, I mean, that we all have feel, which is when we fell in love, when we felt attraction, when we felt, that kind of sparkle in our, in our body. Energy is a feminine energy, which women have to discover to
Hmm.
to become to feel powerful and alive and heal their own sabotage, their own loneliness, and their own
Yeah.
when you start to feel lonely, when you think that nobody will like you anymore, or you will never have a lover anymore, or you never have a passion anymore in your life. I mean, many women think that their life is just finished, just I'm a certain age and nothing will happen to me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody will like my body anymore. I'm not in a good shape anymore. I'm not beautiful anymore. And I did that video a little bit sexy, sensual, happy like this because I want to show to the women, listen, we always are beautiful. The beauty is
Yes.
inside. Is
Yeah.
inside and eventually goes out. I mean, I am 56 years old, which
Oh my God. Okay.
and that's the first thing that I say to the audience because it's important that I gave my age because my age have to be a message for everybody to say,
Yeah.
guys, I want to feel me beautiful. I mean, the way
Yes.
that I am, of course. I don't demand myself to be a top model, I mean, I just
But
want to
you
be
look like a top model.
I want to be me. I want to be me. And I want to say to women, guys, I have a menopausa, guys, but let's talk about it. What is a is a secret. It's something that we can also talk about it. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Palmer is talking about menopause. I started talking about his music. It is life because
Yeah.
I want the women understand that it's not the end of the life, guys. You still
Yes.
have to love your body. You still think. You still think. You still
Yeah.
diet. You still do sport. You still love the sex, the love, the encounter, the passion. Women, wake up. So
Yeah.
Tu Me Vuelves Loca is because I want to give this energy to women and feel sexy, feel
I
beautiful.
really love that. This is such a beautiful
Wow.
message for all the women who put lots of restrictions and limitations on themselves.
All the time, it just comes
Yeah,
in their mind. I mean, okay, you're a little bit overweight, I get it. I was overweight for all my life. And then I really, really decided to don't be overweight anymore. So I'm much, much thinner, much fitter. When I was extremely young, I have a
yeah,
picture, I promise you.
yeah,
Because I decided to love me, I decided to help me. I said, no, wait a moment. It's not the way that I want to look like. And I really put all my efforts, not with much money, guys. Don't think that because I still in cure. I just really when I'm home, I just do exercise in front of the TV when I cannot go in a gym. And you know what I mean? I love myself. I don't want to give
yeah,
up. You know, if I go, I stay here, do that, and I'm doing my arms. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't have to
yeah,
have
yeah,
music trainer, personal trainer, like to pay. I mean, money that maybe I don't have because I'm talking with any kind of people that maybe
yeah,
cannot not afford, not something that maybe the other people can actually afford. It's a matter of to love ourselves as much as possible and really trust the process, trust in life, and surrender and say, life. I want to be happy. I want to be sexy. I want to be beautiful. I want to be strong again. So allow myself to feel me like that. So I did this
yeah,
song. It sounds a bit, it's light, it's happy, but it's very deep. And the
yeah.
video, which I invite people to go to see it through my channel, YouTube, Tu Me Vuelves Loca, Numa, Tu Me Vuelves Loca, Numa, in the YouTube channel. I invite because I shoot here the video with my beloved director Luca Bizzi, which is my best friend that did all my video clips. So he's a genius, crazy genius. And so without him, I couldn't do. I mean, I found my mesh, and we were here in Miami doing the sensual part on the beach with the bikini, blah blah blah. But then we went to the center, and I will start to run in the middle of the people, which I have no idea who I'm gonna meet. Hi there, open my arms, and see who comes to hug me.
Wow.
And it was amazing because everybody was just getting in my
Yeah.
arms and hug me, and we were start to dance together. There's the silly things with the bum, not with the bum, and it was fun. So, and because the message in the message was that we are really brothers on this planet. We just allowed ourselves to feel like that. And this
Yeah,
beauty, we can spread out the inner beauty and eventually we'll look beautiful too as
yeah,
well. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's just a matter of energy. So Tu Me Vuelves Loca,
exactly.
my last single, which sounds a little bit light, and it's
It's beautiful. Nima, I would like to ask you this. What is the most Italian thing about your music or personality?
Let me understand exactly the question. I mean, how much I'm Italian in my music? That's what you mean?
What's the most Italian thing about? What is the most Italian part that you bring to the, like, that is the culture, right? Italian, like, yeah. So what do you bring to the music, like from your origin?
It's a good question, in fact, because you know, I mean, in Italy I think we are generous. I mean, I am we are generous. Friendly, and if you know what, if especially South Italy.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's an important question, trust me, because I want to give something back from Italy to the audience that listen to us. Especially South Italy. South Italy, what happened? I'll make an example. Let me give this anecdote.
Sure.
I was shooting a video clip, very beautiful. It was in a town called Matera, which is in a south of Italy. It's one of the most beautiful town in the world. And I was freezing cold, and I was having this during between the scene and another one. I was having a coat, something to cover me, like this. And we're just knocking door by door to completely unknown people for a glass of water and hot tea or something, because we were in the middle of the shooting, and it was very tough scenes, tough moments, so we couldn't help each other.
Yeah.
We couldn't find fatalities, utilities. And any door, just open it with a perfect stranger and say, come, this is my family, this is my food, this is my water, this is my whatever. What do you need? The blankets? What do you need? And this is Italy. This is Italy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Italy always have open arms, always help, always share the food on the table. Know you that doesn't know you, that doesn't want to know. The people forgive you for
Yeah.
your sin. It's not there all the time to tell you, oh, it's
Yeah.
that heart of Italy. I really love to bring in the rest of the world, because we are
Mm.
Italian, which means that
Generous.
we are really brother and sister when comes the right, when comes the tough moment. Maybe not
Yeah.
always, not always.
Yeah.
When comes the moment, we all help. We all are there for each other, and that's Italy. And also
Generosity.
generosity, humanity.
Yeah.
Open the door, the table, and come. I eating this dish. I share with you. It's all I have. We share that. You know what I mean? And also, it's also true. It's also true that Italy has a beautiful style. It's true,
Yeah.
because we have to admit that the fashion and the style of Italian style is amazing, to be honest to you. So I kind of love, I kind of like even share the beauty of our country, because if you see my video clip, my video clips, I shot a lot in a beautiful, amazing environment. Sometimes I put in a video clip 7, 8 location, which who for maybe doesn't understand how works a video clip. Now video clip you're doing it with the AI, and you don't spend €1, or you're doing in a room and you just invent something. I use 7 location, which means that I have to travel, which I have to accommodation, which I have to find people,
Yeah.
connection. It's like shoot a movie. It's one of the most complex and tiring and complex things to do and expensive, whatever, and everything possibly imagine. And do you know what I do that? Because I want to show my country. Because
Yes.
so look what we see we have, what people we have, what environment we have, and what animals, even nature we have. Because I put some in my video clip. Most of the time you're gonna see the most strange animal: cow, horse,
Mm.
pigs, pigeon, birds, owls. You know why? Because I'm vegan and I'm an animal protector. So I find always a way to to make appear even some cute animal to keep
Yeah.
in the messages. So that's what I do, and that's Italy, and that's what I've shown to the rest of the world when I do my music, when I do my.
Yeah. This is very unique about it. And I want to ask you this question, like I'm just curious that what keeps you grounded when fame gets loud?
Huh. You know what? I never lost my ground.
Hmm.
Impossible. Impossible, because it's the love, it's the humanity.
Yeah.
It's, if someone comes to you and ask you an autograph, it's just an honor. You have to just thank God every single moment of your life that happened to you. It's not granted. It's not, not because you're better than someone else. Probably you just deliver something that touched the heart of someone else. So you can probably be a kind of point of reference for someone else. So means that your responsibility get twice, get triple. You have to really, really careful where you put your step, when where you're
Yeah.
going. Because now, if you can affect people like this, your responsibility is that big. So careful what you say, careful what you do, careful
Yeah.
what you think, because you can hurt people.
You are the role model, yeah. And fame and popularity comes with the responsibility.
Right. So
Yeah.
more I get a fame, and more I get granted.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
completely the opposite, because I say, what I say matter, what I do matter. I have to really, I need to be extremely constant, extremely honest, extremely persistent. I have to be what I say. I have to match what I do. And I need to be completely truthful. I need to be completely, honest, and help as much as I can, and try to also deliver every day something new. It keeps me extremely grounded.
Yeah, yeah. This is
The fame
beautiful.
give me completely the opposite
Yeah,
effect in my.
yeah. This is beautiful. Uh, Numa, just talk a bit about your song, the single that you have just launched, and how people can listen to that. And then I would request you to sing a few lines of the song for us.
Okay. So I just want to say to people that it's for something that for me is very important, especially in my case. That honestly, I really did everything song with my efforts, and I really have to overcome any no, any door closed. I know, because any compromise, guys.
Yeah.
any compromise that I would promise you. Something that people present you any moment. Okay, you give me this, I give you that. Do this,
Huh.
you give me that. So it's been very tough. So I ask you people that are happy, they're interested, that are about to know me, to get to know me if they want to. And they do this action to come to me for real. So which means
Yeah.
just go on Instagram and see what I am and just contact me in DM. I have a team, but I do things on my very first person. Nobody answer on my name. Nobody put words that are not mine. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
live for the humanity. I live for the this so and I because I believe in what I'm doing. So I invite people to be real, to be present for real in my life if they want to, if they are interested to, of course. So if you go on YouTube, Numa, you have to put also one name on one of my songs because sometimes the channel to appear exactly in my channel, you have to put also a song. Like you can put Stronger, Never Give
Mm-hmm.
Up, something that easy to remember. Okay, you know,
Yeah.
and then appear all in my entire channel. But you actually describe yourself, be part of my life as long as you like it, but come to really know me, show up, talk to me. That's the real way to not to don't be someone that just talking here, you're there, and then it's all fake. Let's make this real. Listen to my music, download it because this help my work to go on in this ethical and honest way because nobody else will help me. It's just the audience. Nobody, no, just I'm doing it for the audience. Just the audience is my partner. Nobody else.
Yeah.
So be there for me. Be there for me if you feel like be there for me. So you go on Instagram and you find Numa Palmer. So you click and you check about me. You go on once again on Spotify, download because you download. I promise you, it doesn't make me rich. I promise you, it's no matter of money. I promise you because it's a cent I get. But to
Yeah.
can keep doing my music. So be there for me. Spotify, Numa Palmer, Numa. You put Stronger, Never Give Up. You put this kind of so you can find all my channel. And then you pick the song that you prefer. And then so Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, my website, numaofficial.com. You can find me everywhere. You can find Wikipedia, but be there for me. And so I can keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would definitely request everybody, and I would suggest everybody that Numa Palmer is such a beautiful person, and it's a beautiful, beautiful conversation that I've had. And we will include your information in the show notes section so that people can just find the direct link to reach out to you. This is a beautiful thing. And last thing, like I would say that please sing a few lines of this song.
For example, okay, I will sing one italiano. Amore senza dentro 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 mi, dentro 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 eres solo tu.
I love that. Thank you. I
And
love
so
this.
please
Thank you.
join me. And you know what? Even if people that wants to have some session with me, because as a life coach, I'm so happy to help people to overcome traumas or self-sabotage and find their own
Yeah.
goals and their own balance and their own new life. So even if they contact me just to have a session with me and they want to do this, hand in hand with me, they just contact me and say, "Hey, Numa, yes, I want to have a session with you. Let's change together. I'm here for
Yeah.
you."
Sure. Great. Awesome. Thank you for your time, Numa. I really enjoyed talking to you today.
Thank you to having me. And you know what I'm doing now? I do a very short video as well, so
Mm-hmm.
I can show to my friends that I'm with you online. Okay, so as I say, hi from
Hi.
guys from Dubai, and he's having me for this beautiful interview. I'm so grateful that you having me.
Thank
And
you for your time.
it's been a lovely, lovely conversation, and I hope that many people will listen our interviews, and we can help a lot of people to be more happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's make the world the happier world.
Yeah, happier world. Thank you to having me.
Thank you.